So this is boot camp. It's body weights. I didn't want to have the lack of equipment be a reason that you couldn't do this workout. So really the only equipment we have here is, or that I have, is this yoga mat. In terms of pace, you know your body best. So push yourself, challenge yourself, get a little breathless, get your heart rate up. That's what HIIT is about, high intensity interval training. And it's what this class is about. But always safety first. We're gonna be doing lots of squats and lunges and push-ups because, you know, that's what you do for body weight exercises. Push-ups can be done in any variation. I show several different variations, but you can do push-ups on the knees, push-ups, toes, whatever you'd like. And then take breaks anytime. Now, I do have a circuit timing, so it's gonna be 30 seconds. I don't know why I did this. 30 seconds of work, followed by 10 seconds of rest. So we have longer work and a very short rest. The rest is almost like non-existent. But the point is to like give you just enough of a breather to keep your heart rate up. Okay, if you need a longer rest, take a longer rest. The work cycles are meant to create challenge. But like I said, you could take a water break anytime. After the 30-second, 10 times 6 rounds, then I'm gonna have a longer break, a 1-minute break. All right, so that's usually when I grab water or when people grab water. But again, you don't have to wait until the official 1-minute break. In terms of music, play whatever you like, anything that pumps you up. You guys are muted, so you can blast as loud as you like. I'm not gonna have music here so that my voice can be clearly heard. This isn't our usual dance class where the music is the overriding thing and you don't wanna hear my voice at all. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with our warm up. Lifting those knees. We wanna get range of motion in those hips and knees, all these joints. If you've been sitting all day, we definitely want to warm you up before we start doing higher intensity, higher impact movements. And you will see some jumps today, but you can keep everything low impact. And I will show a modification or an option for every single exercise. But you don't have to do what I show as a modification or an option. You can do whatever you like. Good, bring the knees in to outs. Getting rotation in those hips. Okay, try to keep your abdominals engaged, drawn in for the spine, and the chest lifted. Okay, we're gonna warm up the lower body, which is the largest muscle group in our body. So generally speaking, if we can warm up the lower body, it gets the whole body warmed up. I know I'm pretty short, but I was like, I don't know if my hands are gonna be cut off. So these are squats. You can take your feet as wide as you like, about shoulder width, maybe slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Knees and toes slightly turned out, staying in line with each other. Things to think about is gently press out your knees as you squat down, since the tendency is for the knees to come in. So if you just gently press out those knees a little bit, it'll feel a little bit more glute recruitment. You can go at any pace you like. Not really counting here because we're probably all going at different paces, but the point is that you're getting movements in your hips, knees, ankle joints. Keep those heels nice and grounded. Chest stays up. Abs stay nice and tight. All right, let's get ready for lunges. So with your feet hip distance apart, you're gonna slide one leg back, nice long stride, and lower that back knee. So both my feet are hip distance apart. Let me show you the side view. There's a very long stride with the back knee bending down to initiate the movement. Bend first, and the front knee will bend. The reason being that we don't bend the front knee is because it's possible to bend the front knee without ever bending the back knee. So focus on bending that back knee. Chest stays up, vertical. Good, find your balance. Let's do 2 more here. And we switch. So just flip a 180 here. So not only are we working the lower body, we're also stretching this hip flexor. So a lunge is a really great dynamic stretch. Okay, good. Do a quick warm up of the upper body, so the core. You can see a lot of planks. One time you're going to see a plank is when we do push-ups. Push-ups are a plank. It's a moving plank where your elbows are bending while your body's in a plank. Let's go ahead and come onto our elbows. Elbows are underneath those shoulders, and you're actively reaching the heels to the back of the room. Eye gaze on your thumbs. You want to try to squeeze your butt and your quads and keep them right about shoulder height. Breathing in and out. 2 more breaths, in, out, and last time in and out. Good, for our upper body warm up, we'll do 8 push-ups. So you can do it on your knees. I'm lowering my chest towards the floor in between my hands. Elbows bending to about 90 degrees. Give me, how many did I say? I forgot what I said. Did I say 8? Man, I really should do a better job of listening to myself. All right, you can do as many push-ups as you want. We are going to be doing plenty of push-ups during this this day, so don't like get too fatigued right now. Okay. In this first round, I'm going to start the circuit timer. In this first round, if you don't feel fully warmed up, it's totally fine to keep it a little bit, what do you call it, lower impact. And this first round can be considered part of your warm-up, okay? And then you can pick up the pace later. So it's totally up to you. Here we go. First exercise is squat, 4-step right, 4 steps left. So here we're just keeping our muscles loaded, and then we are, and not standing up, but take a break and stand up if you need to. All right, here we go. I'm going to start the timer. All right, I need to turn up the volume on this. All right. So go into that nice low wide squats. And walk. 2, 3, and 4. 4 steps in each side. We're going to be down here loaded for 30 seconds. Good. We're going to burn out these quads, trying not to stand up for 10 more seconds. 5 more seconds left. Getting ready for the next exercise. Push-ups. You can do push-ups on your knees. So here's what my challenge to you is. Do a push-up, hold, come to your knees, up. Knees down, knees up. Bend those elbows, knees down, knees up. All right, you doing this with me? At 30 seconds it started, I bend my elbows, put the knees down, put the knees up. Push up, arms straight, put the knees down, put the knees up. So we're basically staying loaded in those arms at the lowest position. Right, at the lowest position? All right. Can you guys hear this timer? It's very quiet, I don't know why. Oh, there. All right, abs. So we're gonna do 1 lower body, 1 upper body, which is the push-up, and then 1 abs. Right after this, we're going back into the squats. Option to put your hands right behind you, give your lower back a little bit of support, and engage those abs nice and tight. Legs do not have to extend all the way. Right back to those squats. Right back to those squats. Get back up. All right, here we go. to be in this class, and she said she didn't get the registration link. I hope it's in her spam folder because I sent it like 3 times. Okay, trying to maintain that nice low wide squats. About roughly 4 steps in each direction. When your muscles stay constantly loaded, it does drive the heart rate up. All right, get in the push-up position. So you can be in your knees like this. Push up, straighten the legs, bend. Come up, straighten, bend. Lower, straighten, bend. Push up, straighten those legs in the high plank, bend those knees again. All right, do you feel that load in your arms when you come off your knees? When you straighten those knees, squeeze those quadriceps. All right, there goes the timer. Flip onto your butt. So our open and shut, our suitcase, our out and in. Keep those arms reaching forward. All right, this is our last 30 seconds of work. The idea behind this is to have 30 seconds of work, very, very little rest as you transition, and you're changing muscle groups. So you're constantly moving, but you're hopefully burning out each muscle group during that 30 seconds. So your arms should have been tired during those push-ups. Legs get tired during those squats, and your abs get tired right now. All right, take that 1 minute break. 1 minute break, grab some water. Okay. How do we do in that first round? Okay, good. All right, you don't have to show your video, totally fine. You can put a, yes, you can do a thumbs up. Thanks, Maxine. You can also write in the chat. So our second group, and our second exercise, this is still during the minute rest, so don't worry about it. We're gonna do a lunge, reverse lunge, so stepping back. The same leg that stepped back is gonna come up into a knee lift. Same leg moves for the entire 30 seconds. And then the next time that the lower body comes around, you're gonna switch legs. Option to add propulsion. I drive my knee upward, and it pulls my foot off the ground. So this is high impact and low impact. Okay, so same leg, just one leg moving. The leg that's stable on the ground, that's really gonna feel it. So then we're gonna do our break dance move. So a break dance move has a push-up in it. So you do a push-up, and I put my right foot by my right hand, and my left foot kicks through to kick my right foot out, bring it back, step it back, push up, left foot to left hand. So the trick right here, if you want to just do non-stop push-ups, you can, but the trick right there is the foot on the same hand must be together. And then the back leg swings through. And the back leg can only swing through one way. It's not going to knock out the same arm. You fall over. You end up with opposites on the ground, like this. Okay? All right. It's been a minute. Let's go. So pick a leg. I'm going to keep my right leg still, so it's my left leg that's going to move. Here we go. Line back, propel. Propel yourself up, propulsion. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Helps drive the movement. Helps with balance. So you want to go as quickly as you can, but still maintain good form and technique. That standing leg, that right leg should really be burning out. All right, we're going to do our break dance. So one push-up. You can take out the push-up if you want. Right foot to right arm. Left foot kicks through by kicking out the right hand. Step it back. Push up. Left foot to left hand. Right foot comes and kicks through. Kicks out the left hand. Push up. Step. Kick it through. Lots of abdominal work in order to hold that leg up. Left foot to left hand. All right, instead of abs, we have our cardio skips, like we're skipping through a park. For all you ball the X people, you can do skips, wire skips. All right, so the second, fourth, and sixth rounds have a cardio ending, so all about getting the heart rate up. If skips are confusing, just go high knees. All right, get the heart rate up. And then rounds 1, 3, and 5 are abs. Other leg. So this time it's my right leg that's gonna go back and lift up. Ready? Down, up. Propulsion optional. Or keep the foot grounded. Yep, really driving that heart rate up. And you should feel the leg muscle burning in that front leg. Low, drive upward, low, upward drive. This kind of goes along with that skipping movement we do at the end. Okay, let's do that break dancing. Or do non-stop push-ups. Right foot to right arm, kick through. You want the foot to be right next to the hand, not too far from it, into a nice little lunge. Right foot to right hand, then kick the other one through. Nice job. All right, challenge yourself. So you're breathing really heavily, like me. Skip, 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 skip. Think about up, up, up. We're not going anywhere. There's nowhere to go in our living room. So just try to go as high as you can. Yes, it's a little bit of impact, but my foot's probably leaving the ground maybe a couple inches. Okay, take a water break. In case you guys are wondering where James is, he got held up. He's driving from Providence, from the fire station. So, yeah, traffic. It stinks, sorry. I listened to, okay. Round 3. So for our lower body work, we're going to jump as far forward as we can, and then do 4 small jumps going back. 1 big jump forward, so I'm jumping over my mat, and I'm just kind of moving forward, going back. All right? Non-jump options, squats, and walk it out. Squats, walk it out. Take a quick break, squat, and walk it out. Okay? Let's see, I'll show you a little time here. We do our half burpee. Oh, man, this is the chugging round. So our half burpee is hands down, walk it out, walk it in, stay low, walk to the side. Okay, so the more impact version, down, jump, in, side. Jump, hands down, jump back, in, side. Okay? All right, and then we'll do abs. Okay, let's go. We got 5 seconds. Big jump forward. Small 4 jump back. Big, soft landing. Absorb the jump. Absorb the jump. You don't want to land with locked out knees. You want to land and use your muscles for safety. Land right into that squat. I don't know how many times I'm showing that. Last time. Woo. All right, so a half burpee. I know there's more squats in this than we realize, but basically you're jumping back. Push-up is optional. optional. If you want to do a push-up, do a push-up. Come here, and jump to the side. Hands down, back, push-up if you want. Jump to the side. Let me just face this direction. In, side. Hands down, jump back. Optional push-up. Gonna show you one without the push-up. Jump back, jump in. Jump back. You wanna make sure your abs are nice and tight before you jump back so you land in that plank. Okay? Bicycle. Option, bent knee bicycle. Other option, straight leg bicycle. Take your pick. Opposites reaching. So either your elbows are going to your bent knee, opposite bent knee, or your hand is reaching to the toe. Okay, straight leg bicycle versus bent knee bicycle. Find what's challenging and doable for you. All right, back to our squat jump. We're halfway done with this third round. We're doing good? Is it just me that's breathing like this? Woo! Barely talk anymore. Bootcamp is one of those classes, well, a lot of classes are like this, but put in the work and you'll reap the benefits. How low can you go? As you jump into a squat and chug back. Woo! You should feel it. Those leg muscles should be working. So half burpee. Half burpee just means you don't stand all the way up. Brace those abs. Jump back with a flat back to the side. Okay, so when I jump back, notice my feet, brace myself. I'm not jumping back and letting the hips sag down. All right, we don't want to do that. Not safe for the back. So abs are already braced before you land. All right, bicycle. Where should we ride our bike to? Oh, at the beach. Knee, elbows to opposite knee, or make them straight. This obviously doesn't look like a bicycle when your legs are straight. But the point is that you're rotating, working those obliques and reaching hand to opposite foot. Reaching across the body. 10 seconds. Okay. Get a minute. These are our longer breaks in between the 6 rounds. So again, each round is 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. So that in itself is considered 40 seconds of work. Because usually during that 10 seconds, your heart rate doesn't just drop. It's still up there. So it's part of the workout. All right, we're doing our curtsy lunge. Okay. Once again, this is one-sided. So if I'm gonna focus on my right leg burning out, my left leg goes back. This is a straight lunge, and this is a curtsy lunge. So you can see my leg on the other side of my right leg because there's range of motion in my hips. All right, my hips have enough range that I can not hurt my knees or not twist my knees and keep my toes and knees in alignment, even though my leg is moving across the body and then back. So here's the workout. You stay low, side to side. Okay? So from the side, nice long stride, cross behind, and back to straight. Cross behind. Yeah, so if you notice, I'm going from one side of my yoga mat to the other. My front foot is in the middle of my yoga mat, and then my back foot is going from the right edge of my yoga mat to the left edge. Okay, so that's your leg. Stay on one side. Then we're doing a burpee tuck jump. All right, I think that's self-explanatory. We're basically doing a full burpee. Okay, you good? Let's start the next round. Hope you guys got your water. So I'm gonna take my left leg back, nice long stride, and pulse. Pulse means we never stand up. We just keep the range really small. So my front leg, just gonna turn a little bit for you guys. Notice my front leg is about 90 degrees and it doesn't really change. So that's the burnout, the front leg. You can do what you want with your arms to keep balance. Staying low, staying low. Okay, so our burpee. Push-up is optional. Like I said before, you can walk your feet back. If you're gonna jump your feet back, keep those abs braced. Optional push-up. Come all the way in, tuck jump. If you don't wanna do a tuck jump, it's fine. You don't have to, just reach your arms up. Back. So this is a full burpee with no jump. This is a burpee without the push-up, with the tuck jump. Tuck jump, you bring those knees up and in, toward the chest, giving you extra lift. Soft landing now. Good. And now we got our cardio. Get on your elbows. Feet are out and in, or jacks, jumping jacks. You're gonna get your heart rate up while you're in a horizontal position. Eyes up on your thumbs. Try not to drop your head. You can do out and in. Get those feet moving. Landing softly on the balls of your feet. Keep the toes tucked under. Whew. Well, this is tiring. I didn't know those jacks were gonna be so tiring. I mean, I knew they'd be tiring, but I didn't know they'd be that tiring. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have our other leg. Good thing my leg is already there. So my left leg is forward this time. And we're pulsing side to side with the back leg. Chest up. Everyone should have their other leg forward this time. So if you're mirroring me, then it's your left leg that's forward. Because previously I had my right leg forward. A little slower on this side, huh? I'm talking about me. All right, time for burpees. All right, see you later, Roche. All right, time for burpees. Optional push-up. Optional tuck jump. Oh, my hair is just in my face. Burpees are not easy. A very total body workout here. Okay. Forgot what this is. Oh, our plank jacks. Goodness. I hate this one. Why would I even plan to do this? I hate it. Raise your abs. Really try to keep your butt. Obviously, your butt's going to bounce a little bit because you're jumping, but the idea is that you don't really bring your butt up or let it drop too low. Try to keep it as stable as possible. Eye gaze on your thumbs. Don't let that head drop. Where's that timer? There it is. Oh, that extra long beat means it's your 1 minute break. Oh, I don't have the AC on here. I'll wipe away my sweat. Okay, so during this minute, your heart rate should come back down. All right, during that 10 seconds, I don't expect it to come back down. We have 2 more rounds left. So that's 4 minutes times 2. Okay. So we have first side. Generally, I'm always loading the right leg on the first side. So let's change it up. Let's load the left leg on the first side. So a single leg squat looks like this because the knee is bent like we were doing a squat. One leg though. All right, and the other leg is lifting, non-stop. If you want a balance challenge, you can lift and pulse it higher, always keeping that leg bent. So it's a single leg squat with an outer thigh leg lift. All right, first side, same side. Second time, you see it, the other leg. All right, and then we're pairing that with tricep push-ups. Okay, so tricep push-ups, your hands are this close. You'll bend your elbows, do one. Then you're gonna walk your hands wide and do a regular chest push-up. All this can be done on the knees. It's all about hand placement. Under shoulders, hands wide. Under shoulders, hands wide. If you're on your knees, the knees don't change. If you're on your toes, the toes don't change. All right, here we go. All right, set it up, left leg loaded, and lift, lift, lift. You don't want to fall, so definitely tap that toe down to sort of center your balance after every lift, totally fine. Because in the end, you're burning out that standing single leg squat leg and you're working the outer thighs. Keep those shoelaces pointed at me. Try to resist standing up. Get low as you can. Knees and toes align with each other. Oh, that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna show you from the front view so you can see my hand position. So close, elbows tight, hands wide, elbows wide. Hands tight, triceps, wide, push-ups, chest. On your toes, it's an option, your choice. Toes or knees. Change up those hand position. Walk it in, elbows send to the back, walk it out, elbows send to the side. All right, this is another ab round. So we're on our back. You can lower the legs with your knees bent, or you can lower your legs. Go ahead and start. You can lower your legs with your legs straight. So this is all the way straight. I would probably go down to 45 degrees. So no lower. So look at your thigh bone, 90, 45, 90, 45. So if your knees are bent, your feet get really close to the floor. Keep that lower back imprinted. Hands pushing down into the floor. Those are double leg lowering. Ab focus. Okay. Heart rate doesn't get up as much this one because we're not really doing any jumping. But it should be very intense in the muscles. Very intense in the muscles. Stay as low as you can, and then lift that leg as high as you can, keeping those shoelaces pointed right at me or right toward the front. Okay, push up to narrow. I'll show you the profile view this time. So hands wider than my mats, hands underneath my shoulders, elbows tight. Hands wider than my mats. Walk those hands in. Trying to maintain the plank. Trying to maintain that plank. You can do one on your toes and then one on your knees. The possibilities are endless. The variations are endless. On your backs, double leg lowering. Your needs to be straight or any variation of bent. See, this isn't perfectly straight, but it's also not bent at 90 degrees. So you can find the exact challenge you want, depending on the lever length, how long your legs are away from your hips. The longer the lever, the more challenging. And the lower you go, the more challenging. But you don't want to lose that imprint. Okay. Long lead. 1 minute. Grab that water. Now we have our 6th and final round. Okay. How are we doing? Anyone else in like sweating like me? All right. Use my tissue here. Yesterday, there's this creepy crawly thing in my bathroom. I don't know, looked like a centipede, I guess. I don't know, it had a lot of legs. And it was just sitting there on the floor, like it was staring me down. And I got super scared. And I didn't want to grab it with a paper towel because I was afraid it would start squirming underneath the paper towel and I would feel it. And so I took the trash can and I smashed it. And it's still there and I don't know what to do. And it's been stressing me out all day. But anyways, we're gonna do this workout and I'm not gonna think about it. Frog squat jump, okay. A frog jump is a squat jump. All right, but if you think about frogs and what we know of them, all 4 limbs are on the ground as they jump. So that's what we're gonna try to do, try to do a squat jump touchdown. We wanna keep our chest up, we don't wanna drop our chest. You don't have to actually touch the ground either. So options to basically do a squat jump or non-jumping version, okay? Notice like if I had a logo here, which I don't, but that you can always read my logo. I should have worn a logo, okay. Oh, and then if you wanted to add variation, you could go side to side because frogs do that all the time. And then we have a plank. I'll demonstrate that. That's a plank with a hop. All right, and then we'll do a cardio last to finish this off. All right, last round, 4 minutes, 40 seconds times 6. Frog jumps. Okay, the wider you have your feet, the lower you can reach down. So if your feet are this close, it's harder to reach down. Creating more space. And this non-traveling, this is fine. Touching the ground. Again, trying to keep that chest up. And be sure to take your non-jumping options if you like. When I say jump, it doesn't mean it has to jump like a mile high. It can be a very, very tiny little jump, maybe just a heel lift of a jump. Okay, so we're in our plank here. You can do it on your elbows or on your wrist. I'm gonna do this one on my wrist. Step touch, side to side, step touch, hop, 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 hop. All right, so you can do a step touch, like you've seen in dance classes, side to side. On your wrist, so really soften those elbows, strong through the shoulders, brace those abs, so whenever you jump and land, you're not letting the hips sink down. All right, you're holding onto that plank. Okay, whew. All right. Our last, this is a kickboxing move, the double knees. You want to reach your arms up and pull someone's head down into your knees. Kickboxing inspired. And you can add hops, hop, 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 pull, 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 pull. Double knees, double knees. Also non-impact. Constant movement. Every time your arms go overhead, you spike that heart rate. Get movement in the arms. It's not just about fast work. It's about limbs. Limb utilization. How many limbs are you using? Just 2? Okay. Well, that's going to change how your heart rate is. Frogs. Frogs. 30 seconds more of each exercise. You're almost there. You're gonna feel so good when this is over. You're gonna be so happy because anytime you're in a boot camp workout, you're like, this sucks. But afterwards is when you feel great. Whew. Keep breathing, keep breathing. 3 seconds. All right, remember you can do this on your elbows. wrist right under the shoulders. Step touch. Option. Side to side. Just be like 12 inches apart, 6 inches apart. Doesn't need to be like really far side to side. You do want to keep those shoulders right over the wrist. Whew. Eye gaze on the floor right between your thumbs. Don't drop that head. This is a dropped head where you're looking at your feet. Oh, I ended before the timer. Don't look at your feet, guys. Whenever you do a plank, whenever you do a push-up, don't look at your feet. Double knees. Give me all you got. Ha! Jaw, killer knees. Killer. Whew. That was me just being dramatic about a second knee. It's called a jumping knee, I think. Where you jump, and then you knee somebody. You jump, and then you knee. Whew. Oh gosh, we did it. We did it. You're gonna stretch. Oh my gosh, you totally deserve the stretch. Release that lower back. Just let your arms, which feel very fatigued, just let it whip around your body. Good. Let that heart rate come back down. Nice, slow circles. And then catch your hands behind your back. Or you can just reach your arms behind your back. Open up that chest, stretch that chest. If you're near a wall, you can also find a wall. Just put the hand back here, stretch. Lots of options for stretching that chest. Good, our hands are down by the butt. So grab a foot, heel to the same butt cheek. So my right heel is right next to my right butt cheek. Feel the stretch in the quads and the hip flexors. Nicely done, same leg goes forward, calf and hamstring. Put all your weight onto the bent leg, so the leg you're not stretching. Try to have a nice flat back. And if you want a deeper stretch, just keep hinging at the hip. Let's try the other side. So don't underestimate the power of the stretch. We just contracted all these muscle groups, really burned it out, fatigued it. Right? Muscle contraction is a shortening of the muscle, so we gotta lengthen it back out with these stretches. So feel the lengthening in the quads. Feel the lengthening in the hip flexor. And then here, the lengthening in your hamstrings. The lengthening in your calves. Okay. We didn't really work the back too much, but still want to get a little bit of motion in our upper back, which is the opposite of the chest stretch. And now go ahead and lift up into your tricep stretch. So right tricep, sort of reaching behind the head. We're going to take that right leg and cross it behind the left and then lean toward the left. So get that entire right side, from right tricep down to the right oblique, through the right IT band, the iliotibial band, iliotibial, I-L-I-O-T-I-B-I-A. Other side, okay, first the tricep, set it up. And then left leg crosses behind and lean. Whew, I'm very sweaty. That's what I get for not trying the AC on though. All right, just make sure your hips still work the same way they did at the start of class. Another dynamic movement I like to do just to get everything nice and loose. Because muscles seize up, they get tight, right, when you work it. And if you don't stretch after a workout and you go sit down right away, they just continue seizing, get really tight. You just want to get full range of motion again. All right.
And that's all.